we'll start in our Wuji posture. We'll root the feet into the earth, bubbling spring connected with the ground as the knees soften and the tailbone points towards the earth. The heart and chest relax, they soften. Chin is humbled. Tongue rests behind the two front teeth. Breathing in and out the nose, we'll inhale as the hands raise to the sides, gathering anything unnecessary, anything unneeded. And then as we exhale, floating the palms down in front of us, releasing those things, allowing it to compost into the earth below us. The second round, we inhale again, aware of the wisdom that's left behind, and taking that wisdom as we lower the hands and planting that wisdom into the ground just like a seed, allowing it to root and be nurtured. And the final round, we inhale again, knowing that now is the time for action, for growing. But as we float the hands down, we have this knowing that this quiet strength, moving forward with grace, is what we're aiming for. Hands rest at the lower dantian. Breath is deep and smooth. Taking longer, softer breaths. And then we start preparing for Panda Picks the Bamboo. You can start by gathering in front of you with your hands. Maybe you'd like to shift your weight from side to side. And maybe it's the bamboo, the sensation of the stalks in your arms, gathering it towards your panda bear belly that you associate with the most. Or maybe it's the gathering of chi. Coming into our first form for the metal element, we'll start with ox plows the field. Feet are shoulders distance apart and we gather. And as the hands float down about the level of the chest, we can bend the knees as we push the palms of the hands forward as they come up overhead, and maybe our gaze follows. Slight back bend. Exhaling again, palms, hands come down in front. Then pushing away, palms facing the front. And so the metal element is known for letting go. So that as we bend the knees as deep or as not deep as we want, we can imagine letting go as the palms face forward. And as the hands float down in front, we have a welcoming, an inviting of everything that we need. And exhale, palms face forward, letting go everything unnecessary, everything unneeded. And listening to your body, engaging how low will come into a knee bend. And please continue with ox plows the field. I'm just going to grab a bench and I'll demonstrate what a couple of these forms look like in a seated position. For ox plowing the field, We'll have the palms forward to let go, just as if we were standing. And as the hands come down in front of us, we don't need to bend the knees. They're already bent, but everything else is the same. Feet are about shoulder width apart. We allow the hands to float down, inviting in the energy of the new year. And then as we exhale, palm faces out, getting rid of all of the stale energy we don't need. While seated, our feet are still connecting bubbling spring with the earth. And we go straight into Panda Picks the Bamboo. If you're seated while doing this pose, you may notice that's a very, very subtle weight shift from side to side. But the arms are the same. The invitation to visualize or open your mind to the sensation of a panda picking bamboo is the same. Perhaps after practicing Ox Plows the Field, we can imagine gathering everything new that lies ahead of us in the new year, all the adventures, all the possibilities. And now we'll prepare for the next form, which is Qi in the 4 directions. So we'll inhale, the hands come up with the wrists crossed. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, hand comes up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, hand comes up again. And this time, hands come to the heart for earth element. Exhale, we'll swim forward. Hands come down towards the earth for the south, fire element. Inhale, coming back up. We'll side bend to the other way first, so right hand can come down. Inhale up, exhale, left hand comes down. As the hands come up this time, once they're both at the top, they drift down towards the heart, earth element. Exhale, swimming forward, opening up the arms, gathering towards the earth. Arms come up to the north for the water element. Exhaling to the east for the wood element. Exhaling to the west for the metal element. Hands float down to the chest, earth element. Swimming forward, opening up the arms, gathering towards the earth for the fire element. Inhaling, hands come back up, and then we side bend again. So this form is not just for water element. I do like it for water element because it's so flowy. But it's not just the water element. This form accentuates, it focuses on all 5 of the elements, which points to the rhythm and the cycles of the seasons, of the day, of life, of ideas, of projects. Hands come down towards the chest, swimming forward, and then gathering towards the earth for the fire element. And then we'll go straight into Panda Picking the Bamboo. If we're standing, Maybe we're shifting our weight from foot to foot, bending one knee and then the other. If we're sitting, we feel a more subtle shift from side to side. But whether you're sitting or standing, hands are gathering, integrating that practice into the body and into the mind. We'll put the bench aside for now, and we'll continue with Panda Picks the Bamboo for a few more rounds. And then we'll prepare for Swimming Dragon. For our wood element, palms come together, hands go to the right as the hips go to the left. And then tracing this snowman head first, and then half of his belly, and then the entire circle at the bottom, coming up, completing the middle circle, and back to the head again. And then as we shift our hands from side to side, the hips move to the opposite side of the hands if we can manage. It's not mandatory. Whatever flows in your body the best. As we make the bottom circles, if we can bend the knees, we can go a little bit deeper, but that's not needed. We bend the knees as much as we want to or as we need to, and that can vary from day to day, which is a great example of flexibility, of being creative, having an open mind, which is what the swimming dragon is representing here. Flow and adaptation, creative movement, being able to change direction smoothly, evenly, and then coming right into Panda Picks the Bamboo. And we'll continue with that natural breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Gathering the chi to the lower dantian. Rooted with the feet into the earth. And for the next and final pose, I'll stand in a diagonal so you can see my knees bend a little bit better. This is the vermilion bird for fire. We'll inhale, lifting the heart towards the sky. Exhale, palms towards the earth. When we open up the chest towards the sky, we're bending the back knee. And then as the palms come in front of us, we're bending the front knee. Letting the sun above us shine on the heart as we shift our weight back, bring our arms back, and exhale, soften the palms towards the earth. Shifting back, back knees bent. Shifting forward, forward knee is bent. Enjoying the easeful way that this form flows, just as if you were a bird flying. And then feel free to switch the feet, ground your feet before starting on the other side. Taking the hands back, maybe imagining those balls of energy resting in the palms of your hand as you inhale to take it back and exhaling ball of energy into the earth. Inhaling to gather the light. Exhale, bringing that light towards the ground. And then we repeat. Enjoying that sensation of the sun on the face. And the wind in your wings. Doing our best to make this one continuous motion, radiating from the heart. And inhaling and exhaling through the nose. We'll bring our feet back side by side and we'll come to our final panda picking the bamboo. We can imagine gathering the energy from all 4 of the practices, bringing their lessons, their positive support in towards the lower dantian for storage and for transformation, for sharing through our bodies, for ourselves, but also sharing for others. Just filling your cup. And hands can come and rest at the lower dantian. In our Wuji posture, rooted to the earth, standing tall between the sky above us and the earth below us. And then taking our hands to the side, and once again, gathering anything that's lingering, that's a little bit sticky, maybe a little bit difficult to let go. And as our hands float down, we invite any of those challenges to quietly leave. And as we inhale, we have gratitude for the wisdom and the direction that we've discovered through the series. And as we exhale, we plant that wisdom seed into the soils for it to be nurtured. And for the final round, we inhale, the hands come all the way up, gathering the confidence that we have in our practice and knowing that we have the tools at any time, just in case we need a little bit more support. We'll make a fist with our dominant hand and wrap it with the other hand, sharing any positive vibes, any positivity that we share, and sharing that with all beings everywhere, so that all beings may be happy and healthy, safe and at peace. Thank you so much.